Santi Giovanni e Paolo is an ancient basilica church in Rome, located on the Celian Hill. It is also called Santi Giovanni e Paolo al Celio, or referred to as SS Giovanni e Paolo. The church was built in 398 by will of Senator Pammachius over the home of two Roman soldiers, John and Paul, martyred under Julian in 362. The church was thus called the Titulus Pammachii and is recorded as such in the Acts of the Synod held by Pope Symmachus in 499. The church was damaged during the sack by Alaric and, because of an earthquake, restored by Pope Paschal I, sacked again by the Normans, and again restored with the addition of a monastery and a bell tower. It is home to the Passionists and is the burial place of St. Paul of the Cross. Additionally, it is the station church of the First Friday in Lent. Interior. The inside has three naves, with pillars joined to the original columns. The altar is built over a bath, which holds the remains of the two martyrs. The apse is frescoed with Christ in Glory by Cristoforo Roncalli, while below this fresco are three paintings: a martyrdom of St. John, a martyrdom of St. Paul, and the conversion of Terenziano by Giovanni Domenico Piastrini, Giacomo Triga, and Pietro Andrea Barbieri respectively. The sacristy features a canvas by Antoniazza Romano of the Madonna and Amp Child with Saints John the Evangelist and Amp John the Baptist, and Saints Jerome and Amp Paul. During excavations performed in the 19th century, a series of ancient Roman rooms were discovered under the nave of the church. Some of these rooms date back to the 1st–4th centuries. According to the writer Charlotte Ann Eaton, these rooms were dens that were part of a vivarium in which wild animals were kept before being used in entertainments held at the Colosseum. A low vaulted passage connected this vivarium with the Colosseum. The cardinal priest of the Titulus SS Johannes A. Pauli was most recently Edward Egan. Among previous cardinal priests of this title are three who became Pope: Pope Honorius III, Pope Adrian VI, and Pope Pius XII. Since Francis Spellman became the new cardinal priest of the Titulus in 1946, it has been held by cardinals who were archbishops of New York. In 2012, Archbishop Timothy Dolan of New York was elevated to cardinal and assigned a different title, because Cardinal Edward Egan, the first ever Archbishop Emeritus of New York, continued in the title of SS Giovanni e Paolo until death. Excavation. The underground sites of the basilica were discovered in 1887 by Father Germano da San Stanislao, who at the time was rector of the basilica, and was searching for the tombs of the martyrs John and Paul. He found 20 decorated rooms belonging to at least 5 different buildings dated between the 1st and the 4th century AD. These 5 buildings comprise one of the best conserved Roman-era residential building complexes still standing today, and one of the best examples of Domus Ecclesiae. The original frescoes can still be seen, with scenes of the martyrdom. The houses are accessed outside the church on the Clivis Scori. In one room, which was an nymphaeum courtyard, an elegant 3rd century AD fresco depicting Proserpine and other divinities among cherubs in a boat can be found, as can traces of another marine fresco and mosaics in the window arches. Between the 3rd and the 4th century AD some modifications were made to the rooms, and a sort of oratory was made, with Christian-themed frescoes, while in the other rooms the decorations did not specifically have Christian themes. A confession was also built in the 4th century AD in a passageway behind the Clivis Scori. The walls of the confession were frescoed with Christian themes. Bibliography. Mariano Armelini, Le Chiese di Roma, dal loro origini sino al secolo XVI, pp. 276–281. Germano di San Stanislao, lo Casasella Montana des SS. Martyri Giovanni e Paolo, Stanislao della Dolorata, la basilica Sella Montana dei Santi Giovanni e Paolo. Istituto di Studi Romani, SS. Giovanni e Paolo al Celio, Adriano Prandi and G. Ferrari, the Basilica of Saints John and Paul on the Celian Hill, after the restorations and archaeological explorations promoted by His Eminence, Francis Cardinal Spellman, Archbishop of New York and Cardinal Titular of the Basilica. Gioacchino Alberto de Sanctis, I Santi Giovanni e Paolo, Martiri Sella Montani, Pisani, M. 1962. Bianca Maria Margarucci Italiani, Il Titolo di Pammachii, Santi Giovanni e Paolo. Alia England, Case Romani Antiquarium, sotto la Basilica di Iss. Giovanni e Paolo al Celio, Guy de Brie.